everybody to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Bearcats offense making their way on the field to open this game. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense, and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Tailback with another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And a fair catch made right on the midfield stripe. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Trying to find some room. It's Lee. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Quick throw with the quarterback off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Cyclones trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Looking to chuck it again. Makes the grab on the move. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. It's a draw to the back. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Boy, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The game makes it second and medium. And the single back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
The game makes it second and medium. And there's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
And now the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the Bearcats come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. That completion makes it second and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught quickly. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. The completion sets up a second down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Cyclones look to keep this drive moving. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. And the Cyclones line up on 1st and 10 now. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Now it's 2nd down here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. The Cyclones are in the red zone. Running back with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Becoming a long mark. Play number 10 of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The distance will be from 36 yards away. And the field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. 2nd down after that previous play. And the runner takes off to his right. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like the Bearcats will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Back to throw again. Just a quick grab. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Man, I really thought they were going to run the football in here at the 1-yard line, but instead they decided to throw it. I think they completely caught the defense by surprise, and they get a touchdown.
PAT gives them a 10-point lead, 17-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. The Bearcats come to the line, start a fresh set of downs. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. 45, but that's good for a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle. At the 48. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he's tackled, but only a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. There's the handoff. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Here's the handoff. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and what could be a finish to this Big 12 championship they'll be talking about for a long, long time.
They get the second half started with the running play. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Man, I'm shocked this guy is trying to get outside and make a play, Chris. You know what he's all about. Sit in the pocket, make a read, get the ball out of his hands. Here he's desperate, trying to make a play on the outside. Really not in his arsenal, as you see, and it backfires for a big loss.
And that catch is hauled in. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. And the Cyclones pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quick throw caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. Looking to throw it again. Makes a quick catch. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver.
And this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's a quarterback keeper. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. He was on target with his first kick. This one is from just 26 yards out. And he knocks that one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. Keeping it on the ground here. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And he's got it again. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. The game makes it second and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Bearcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. They'll run it here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. The back's got it. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Important second down play coming up. They're going to run it here. The pickup is 4, sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Offense operating from the pistol. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. And the Bearcats will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. Breaking through defenders. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. Well, Kirk, Iowa State has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? He's running out of time here. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
They'll punt it from inside their own 10. Running it back, it's Anderson. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the...
And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? The defense recovers the fumble.
Chris, I don't think he would have gotten the first down regardless, but a good job by his defense of knowing where the first down marker is and then coming in with bad intentions to create that turnover, get the ball back to their offense.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Cyclones will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And that's good for a first. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably think of it instead of staying on the ground.
And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Not much on that play, brought down short. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but it's him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Looks like the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. Here it is, 1st and goal. They need 7 points to take the lead. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the completion made. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. They had some high hopes, Kirk, coming into this game. They practiced well, prepared well. They were optimistic, but things just did not work out. And that's a tough loss.
Yeah, their opponent just made more plays than they did, plain and simple. But there's a lot to learn from losses like